What's up, guys? Welcome to Clocking It with Cordy. I'm here with Grace and Zack, two of my good friends here at Judson. And would y'all just like to introduce yourself, like where you're from, what your jobs are here at Judson?
Yeah. My name is Grace, and I'm a junior here at Judson. I am an interior design major. I'm on the softball team, and I'm from like an hour away from Judson.
And I'm Zack. I am a baseball player here, architecture major, and Bible Boys co-leader, Wilson Hall RA, and baseball Bible study co-leader as well.
I guess I should say that I'm an RA too then.
Yeah.
Yep.
RA.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so we're going to start off this podcast with an icebreaker. We're going to play Who Would Rather, or Who Is More Likely To? I don't know. But, so we have shoes. Grace's clogs are for Grace. Zack's shoes are for Zack. So, okay, I'm going to ask y'all like 6 or 7 questions.
Oh my goodness.
and y'all just answer.
Okay.
Should they close their eyes? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, close your
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Who is more like... Oh, okay. Who is more likely to play mermaids in the pool? Okay.
I should try because that's just not true.
Okay. Who would apologize first after an argument? Who said I love you first? Who is most likely to get arrested?
I think that one's obvious.
Who spends the most money? Who is the most athletic?
Obviously.
Who is going to discipline their children more? Okay, that's the end of the game.
Now I'm gonna have to watch that back and make sure
That
we
would be
said the
so-
right things.
That would be so funny. Okay, y'all can put y'all's shoes back on.
Thank goodness.
Zack's feet stink.
Yeah, they do.
Just joking. Okay. You're good. Take your time.
All right.
Okay, so I have known y'all since freshman year. We were in design studio.
Design 101.
Digital, imagine. But I kind of like know a little bit about y'all's like story, like coming together and stuff. But could you just tell the listeners a little bit about your journey in like high school and how your faith has like changed from high school till now?
Yeah, I'll start. I went to a Christian high school. It was really small, really private, but I learned a lot about God and a lot of factual stuff about the Lord, I guess, and it was really interesting, and I loved being surrounded by a community of other believers, but I think it really didn't become personal until I got to Judson, and, you know, I'm kind of away from my parents, and that's when you really get to test all of those years of learning into something that's really true and really like something that you make it. And,
Yeah.
I think that was a big shift for me, was not only being in a community of high school believers that learn the same thing as you in Bible class, but then like people who come from all different backgrounds and places where they live, and seeing that like lived out, and
Yeah.
that was a big difference for me.
For me, mine's like the complete opposite. I came from a big public high school where the party scene was very active every single week. That was like a common thing. So that's what my life was for the entirety of my high school days. But coming here, my life has changed a ton just because the support of the people around me have led me to, obviously, to Christ. And now that is a complete 180 from where I was at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I also think it's kind of important to mention that like when we like first started dating or talking and getting to be a part of the Judson community, he kind of grew his faith, and I kind of like repurposed mine, I guess. I like to think of it that way, because I had it for so long in my life, but then like we both kind of grew in it together, and I like refound like why I believe in what I did, and you kind of like found your reason for believing in
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you are.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So I loved watching y'all like go from freshman year to like just talking and like trying to figure everything out And then, like, from now, like, y'all are close. Y'all are leaders here at Judson, and it's kind of just, like, awesome to watch. And I know that y'all's 2 years are coming up. When is that?
Yes. That is Thursday.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's
very
so
soon.
fun. Do you have anything to add, or just...
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, again, I talk so much about the Judson community, but really, like, who you surround yourself with is so important, and I think that it took a second, but we found our group here, and it's just, like, been so encouraging to have mentors and RDs who have encouraged us to be in the positions and the roles that we are in here, and, like, being a student leader is so great because you have such a great support system, and, like, all of your friendships that you create at Judson, it kind of impacts your faith, and even our relationship. I feel like we have mentors that we can talk to about anything that we're going through, and they're very open to receiving anything that we have to talk about.
Yeah, I think more specifically, like, our resident directors, both of us, that's like a good thing to look at in terms of, like, a godly relationship and how it works, even through marriage, because they're all married now and have kids, but just, like, looking towards their relationship and trying to see what worked for them and what could work for us, and just kind of the way it works, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we're going to, like, go backwards for a second. So how did y'all, like, meet? Did you meet, like, here at Judson, Snapchat, before coming to Judson, and, like, what point in your, like, faith, or what point did faith become part of your relationship?
You ready to go?
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll go. So we didn't know each other. I mean, we had that big group chat. We had a big group chat when we came in of, like, I don't even know what it was. Like,
It's just random people.
people.
Like,
that
half
were
those
coming
people
into
still don't even go
No,
here.
yeah.
Like,
I don't even know what that was. But I think we were both in the group chat, but
yeah.
we weren't talking or snapping or anything like that. But then I came on welcome weekend. Obviously, I noticed her, and then that was when I started to, I guess, make an effort, I would say.
Yeah.
But
It would take me a little bit longer. I'll say that I've been in, past relationships that were not the greatest, and I think, like, coming here was, again, another test of my faith and, like, I guess my people from home, and seeing really what I wanted in my life and what I didn't want in my life, and I think that we had different trials we were going through at the same time, and that really helped us, I guess, bond. I guess both of our parents were going through cancer towards the beginning of freshman year, and when we met, we through studio and through that, I guess, similarity in our lives, we were really able to bond and have someone to talk about it with, which was so new, because when you're going through something like that, you don't really want to talk about it, and when you do, you want someone who understands what you're going through.
Yeah.
And we were really able to understand what each other were going through, and I think, like, when we met, it just became a friendship of, like, oh my gosh, like, you get it. And then from there, it I guess, turned into what it is now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I think I can recall a couple occasions, like, before we started to, like, talk about it in a little deeper sense, I guess. There were a couple instances where I was, like, I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. Like, I had a couple friends that I was pretty close to, but it sounds dumb, but no one understands it the way that I did, and then she did eventually, like, when we started to talk about it. But so I could recall a couple instances where I was just, like, everything was just kind of built up inside of me, and then everything just kind of, emotions were just all-time high, I guess. So it was just, once I realized that there was, like, someone going through a similar trial that I'm going through, like, that, it makes it way easier to have those conversations and just pour your emotions out, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess to go back to the question, like, that's kind of when our faith came in, just because we were like, wow, we really, like, it's great to have each other and to, like, relate and talk to each other about this, but at the end of the day, if we're going to get through it and be encouraging to our parents who are going through so much, we need God, and we need to, start building our relationship not only on, like, what we have in common, but, like, our faith, and, like, that was how, that's how you get through it.
Yeah.
And she had a serious amount of patience with me because, like I said, my past before Judson was not not pretty. So
Yeah.
I didn't come in as a believer. I knew who God was, but I never had that relationship. But yeah, she had a ton of patience with me just because I probably would have turned away if that was, looking at it now, if someone came up to me the way that I came up to her, I probably would have turned him away just because I knew nothing. I don't know.
Yeah. That was so interesting to me too, because like it doesn't really matter what you know about God, and, like what you're taught and like where you're at. I guess like what matters is like how committed you are to like desiring a true relationship with God. And, I guess like just being able to like meet where you're at and like meet other people where you're at, and God will meet you where you're at too.
That's so awesome. I love that. And so in the previous episode that I did, I talked to Kara and Alyssa about like their busy schedules, and you're into your design, you're architects. So like how do you like keep Jesus at the center of your personal lives and like just your like lives together?
It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's tough. You're an architect too, so you get how busy it is, and I think something that we talk about a lot is being able to make time for each other and groups of people. I think we like to hang out with people a lot, but we have to make sure that we balance just quality time with each other, and then if we notice that we're having a little bit too much of that, then we make sure that we get some time as a group. Yeah, and then keeping God in the center of it all, and making sure at the end of the day, regardless of how much time we spend with each other, we have time for God, and we do Bible reading, and we, I guess, talk about that. We like to talk about it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's really important for us just to kind of talk to each other about what's going on and like how God's moving in our lives and some of the trials that we're going through, and being really transparent about it. I think that's what's been really important for us, just because she can help me through something that I'm going through, and I can help her through what she's going through. But I would say for us, I think we're really lucky, just because all of the different events that we have going on at school, all the different opportunities, like with different Bible studies. Like we have something Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have something like it feels like every day of the week, but so sometimes it is hard to like block out a chunk of your schedule and dedicate it to that. But when you have that routine of things that are actually going on campus, it makes it a lot easier. Because you have something to plan around, just because that thing's never going to change.
Right.
So that's what's been really important for me, at least. Yeah,
that's awesome. Are you able to go out on dates during your busy season? I know it's probably hard.
It is, that's another hard thing. I think, we like to just go out and get food a lot. Like, I would consider that a day is when we're like, oh no, we need food and we need it now, and then we come back to the studio, or we just, like, I guess it can be something small, but like even that, like that 15 minutes we get in the car together, I would count as, quality time. I think like that's what a date is. It's just quality time with the other person, regardless of what you do, you know. So that is the most common thing that we do. And
Yeah, I agree. I feel like sometimes like taking time away from the studio feels like we're sacrificing our studio work for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to like set aside days to go. Like we have a trip to Chicago planned, the 6th. We have a trip to Chicago planned, but that's after all of our studio stuff is done. So
it's definitely not anywhere near our anniversary. We just kind of we rescheduled our anniversary for after our priorities of school.
Yeah, that's what's pretty tough. But yeah, like she said, we find ways. Whether it is just going to get Taco Bell at like 10 p.m.
So make it work.
Okay, so to wrap up this podcast, do you have any advice that you would want to give to people that are starting to be in a Christ-centered relationship, or people that want to be in a Christ-centered relationship, and how to work with that?
I think like you mentioned, like we have it really easy right now. We have opportunities to go to different events that center around your faith and your relationship. But I think thinking post-college, it's important to be intentional about the time that you take with each other and with God, and it's going to be a lot harder when we get out of here. So I think just being transparent and being intentional about the time that you spend with God and each other is so important. I guess that would be my advice, is to make it a point to do those things and to find that time.
Yeah, I touched on it a little bit earlier, but being vulnerable, like being able to tell each other what's going on in our life, and then the ways that Scripture is speaking to us, and how our Bible studies are going, and just all that kind of stuff. Just being able to be open about the ways that God's moving in our life. That's been really important for us.
Yeah, and like holding each other accountable too. Like when we do like read the Bible, so like usually it's not together because we don't have time or busy schedules. So then just coming together at the end of the night and being like, okay, I read my chapter for the day. Did you? And then then we talk about it even if we don't read it together.
Right.
So
that's just that's so good. Well, thank y'all for being on my podcast. I really appreciate it. I feel like I've wanted y'all to talk about y'all's relationship because like it's so like it's awesome just to see. So it's like exciting that y'all get to talk about it on here. So thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Of course. Yay! Clock it.
Clock it.